Hi, it's Mark here. Aye. Just to do a wee video tutorial for you in terms of analysing a search process, analysing the whole search strategy. So we have a wee look just to see. So it's to learn from the good things that we do, to actually to take that on board and say, yes, I'll maybe do that again the next time because that did work. So it's the analysis of it. It's also to see how things do work within different search engines, because different search engines will provide you with a different top 10, for example. So depending upon the search criteria that you put in as well, so how you use it, what keywords, what phrases, and how you use them determines whether you find good information or an extensive information in various different websites. You shouldn't just rely upon one search. So you plan your search. There's a video tutorial for that. You also evaluate the information that you get from your searches. So whether you can use that information or the context you can use the information. Again, there's a video tutorial for that as well for you. So what I have done is I provide you with some exercises, some practice. I've also given you some examples as well. So there's plenty of documentation for you to have a wee look at. What I've done is I've given you some leading questions for the analysis of the whole search strategy. So what went well? What search engine worked best? What criteria worked best for you? Would give you the best results? What keywords would you use next time? What was good this time? What would you use again? And in general, what went well and what could be better? What have you learnt from the whole process? Did you find what you wanted, more or less? Was it as expected? Was it quality returns that you got? The websites that you got, were some of them very good and relevant, 100%, or were they about 50%? So it's to analyse each website and analyse your whole search strategy to say, this is what I got, this is what I did, this is what I got, this is what I learnt, and this is what I do next time. So I'd maybe hold on to the good points, but change something as well. Try something new the next time. So what other tools did you use as well? Did you use any other advanced search techniques other than Boolean? Did you narrow down in search engines, say this is what I'm looking for in terms of language or where the websites are based? Did you use any online forums? So, for example, Google and Bing, they've got advanced search forums. Did you use that? So it's all this as well. Now, what I've done is I've actually given you a wee example here. So I've got an example of a search strategy that I've given you. So the first thing that I've done is I've said what search engine I used. And I've said this is the term, these are the keywords that I put in was USB technology. So I typed that in. Google provided me with over 15 and a half possible web pages. Considering that most people don't click on the next after they just look at the top 10, but even if you did, you can only go so far anyway. And it's the time that it takes. So it's the efficiency of your search that we're going to be looking at as well. And that's what you want to analyse. And that's what you want to think about, you do differently next time. Learn from your searches. So I'm then saying that what I did was I then typed in using Boolean into Google. So I used a phrase of computer technology. I used the operator of and. I then used another phrase of advancement of USB. And then I used an operator not. Notice the spaces, notice how I've used Boolean. And what I did was I tried to do that. So Google provided me with just about 14,500 possible web pages. A massive difference from way over 15.5 million possible web pages. Now, just to think the amount of information that's out there, and you're narrowing it down and you're trying to find what you're looking for each time you search. So we should be improving. Now, Boolean can narrow it down, narrow it down, narrow it down. You can narrow it down too much and you might expand out. So nothing is perfect, but Boolean will help you. I'm sure it will. So this time, 8 or 9 from the very good sources of information from the top 10 this time help me. So whereas before it was only 1 or 2, so that's maybe 10, 20% efficiency. This is 80, 90% efficiency. Also discounting some websites that I didn't want to see as well. So it helped me. So what I said there is the initial search engine didn't go so well. Don't be frightened to analyse and don't be frightened to actually say that things didn't go well. But this is what I changed and this is what I tried and that helped slightly or it helped greatly or I'll try this. So nothing is perfect and you be honest with your analysis. Because at the end of the day, you're only cheating yourself anyway, if you don't. Also think about more advanced tools as well. So I've said there, next time I'll possibly use other things. I did find that some websites were out of date. They're not very current. So what I would do next time is I'd probably narrow it down. There's a tool in Google, for example, that allows you to search for websites that are more recent. So I've said that in future I will use Bing and possibly a meta search engine of maybe Dogpile. Try not to use my words. Use your own. Analyse your own. Base it upon this and think this is what Mark has done. And think, right, can I follow what Mark has done? And that might help me. So I've said there what I would use in terms of keywords and phrases next time. I've not just said I would use different keywords and different phrases next time. I've actually stipulated here to help me next time to say, this is what I might try next time. So again, the leading questions there. What went well? What search engine worked best? Try different ones. What criteria provided the best results? What keywords would work better next time? And in general, what went well, what could be better? What have you been learning from this process? We should always be learning from everything we do anyway, but make a note of it. What did you learn from it? Did you find what you wanted? More or less than expected? Was it quality returns with good quality websites? What other tools or changes could you maybe make next time? So it's all these leading questions to help you to analyse and evaluate your whole search strategy. Hopefully that's helped. And do think about what you've learned. So always think about what you've been learning and what you've gained from your learning. Because quite often we don't think about it, we don't look back on it. If you want to refresh and think to yourself about the planning and make sure you get your planning correct, because that can help you. Whilst you're actually searching, you would make notes about your searching. Enjoy searching online. There's an abundance of information out there, as we know. Literally billions of billions and billions of possible web pages out there. But it's getting the right ones that you want. Don't just settle for what Google gives you in terms of keywords. Put phrases in, use Boolean, combine your phrases. Try different ways of searching. Use other search engines. There's Bing, there's Ask, there's Dogpile, which is a meta search engine, which combines your searches. Give it a try, see what it does. Look up meta search engines, and you'll get a wee list of them as well. There's one called Yippee. There's a Yippee search engine out there. There's loads of them. There's literally tens of thousands, actually. Taxi. There's loads of them. Give them a try and keep on learning, keep on searching, and find that there's more out there than what you would initially just have settled for. Do good research. Thanks for watching. Bye just now.